Welcome back YouTube to yet another video. My name's Iman, also known as Persian Stig, and today I'm going to be reviewing my car, which is the Camaro ZL1, after 1 month of ownership. So let's go ahead and talk about the best features of this car. So under the hood, as you guys all may know, is an LT4 supercharged engine. So in this car, this is a stage 3 built Camaro ZL1 1LE. So what I mean by that is that it has a 2.9 liter supercharger from Whipple, and that's probably one of the biggest superchargers you could put on this car. And then it also has a Weapon X intake, Weapon X camshaft kit stage 3, inner chiller, and all that sort of good stuff to make it have the power that it has right now. The car does have Cook's 2-inch long tube headers, which makes this car absolutely scream when you want it to. And it just overall on idle too, it sounds really nice. I know in the car industry or car community, it's kind of frowned upon to buy a car built instead of building it yourself, but I just figured it's the best value for money that you could go with pretty much. Alright, so this car does have the 1LE package. So what that means, in the front you get these massive canards right here, and then you get a bigger splitter as well. Also, a fun little thing that I did is added the tow hook too. I think that looks a little bit better, so yeah, that just complemented the look. Also, the satin black hood, you get that from factory. I think it comes as an option, and I just think it looks really good, especially on the car blacked out like this. So another thing I added when I first bought the car are these rocker panel protectors, and pretty much these just protect the side from getting pelted with rocks and everything like that. Just a nice addition. Also makes it look a little bit more girthy, so that's also a good plus for that. Also with the 1LE package, you do get massive 325 tires in the rear and 305s in the front. Those are probably one of the biggest tire sizes you could get as far as a staggered setup in a car under 100 grand. And you also get a new finish design on the rims, which is really nice as well. I like this design way more than the stock ZL1s. Probably one of the last features that you get in the 1LE package is this massive spoiler right here, and this is from factory. And no, I know a lot of people who have a SS or a normal ZL1 put this wing on for looks, but actually when you take it to the track, it has a lot of benefits to that. So any Camaro SS guys who have a ZL1 1LE wing on there, that's a no for me. When I first bought the car, this car had AWE Track Edition exhaust, and honestly, those were probably one of the loudest exhausts I've ever had on any car. And it was just too much as far as the drone, and also just the complete loudness itself. Yeah, the drone is so loud, but I can't hear shit. So we opted for the Corsa Valvetronic exhaust, and may I tell you guys, this thing is absolutely quiet when you want it to be, and then really loud or just as loud as that AWE exhaust when you want it to be. It's just like the best of both worlds, and honestly, having Valvetronics is like having a life hack. It's so freaking great. This car has an inner chiller, like I said, so there's going to be a switch under the dash right here, and it's actually really nice because you can flip it up whenever you want, whenever the car's running hot. And then also you have a gauge right here, so it tells you what your temperatures are and if you need to indeed switch on the inner chiller. And that's just nice to keep all the temps and supercharger temps completely below 120, or I believe the goal is 130, but don't quote me on that. One thing that is really nice about the ZL1 1LE is you can buy it automatic or you can buy stick shift. Obviously, I went with the stick shift version because you kind of have to in a car like this. If you get automatic, what are you doing? It comes with a Tremec 6060 transmission, which is probably one of the best ones out there as far as manual transmissions. Clutch is super easy too. It's a little bit on the top as far as the clutch bite point, so it's kind of iffy or finicky to get used to, but it's then again, it's a really good transmission once you get up and running. With the 1LE package, you do get a lot more Alcantara. You get it on the steering wheel, the shifter, some on the side door sills right here. Also, this is an option as well to get carbon fiber on the dash. And also overall, the interior is actually in really good shape, and I really like it because of the Recaro seats. They're not too stiff in that sort of sense. They're really comfortable, and they also hold you in really nice. So if you do take it to a track, they're gonna hold you really well, unless if you want to save weight, then you can opt out for carbon seats. So this car has 4 seats, and as you can see, the seats are pretty small, and honestly we tried fitting people back there and it's not even worth it. Honestly, it's just worth it to put a rear seat delete, save a little bit of weight. So one of my favorite things about this car is its startup is just so aggressive. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it up so I can show you guys exactly how it sounds. I'm gonna show you guys the difference between the valves in stealth mode and the valves in track mode. So right now it's in track mode, so you guys can take a listen. And then now, stealth mode. As you guys can see, it's so much more quiet, and honestly, I could daily drive this car if I really want to, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Gas is a bit expensive because I have to run 93 octane. Because of the current tune on this car, I have to fill it up with a little bit of 101 octane, so filling up is about 100 bucks, 120 bucks when I want to do it. So yeah, just kind of keeping it mellow for now. The only thing I hate about this car, probably the visibility. The visibility kind of sucks. The dash comes up a lot higher than normal cars. And if you see at the rearview mirror, you see the spoiler kind of in the middle, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know, take my word for it, but there's really nothing wrong with this car. So that's why I absolutely love it. So what's it like owning a Camaro ZL1 1LE after 1 month of owning it? Pretty much it's been stout. It's been absolutely reliable. I've been kind of going ham with it. As you saw in the last videos, we put it on a dyno. We also did some few runs with it with a bunch of other cars, going to night cruises and all that sort of stuff. I had no problems with it whatsoever. The only thing is that I have to get now new tires after 6,000 miles of this car because we put about 2,000 miles when I first bought it, so it had 4,150, and it still was on the stock tires back when this was released back in, I believe, 2018. So that's kind of old, so we got to switch those out pretty soon. Other than that, that's pretty much what I have to do as far as maintenance. Maybe an oil change within the next 500 to 1,000 miles. All right, guys. So as you can see, it's a different time of day. So because I completely forgot to film an outro, so this is pretty much our outro. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed more time with the ZL1 and got to know more about it. But stay tuned for the next one because we have more exciting stuff to come. All right, guys, take care. Bye.